And welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about an effort at the state capitol to allow consumers to receive insurance documents electronically. My guest this segment is Senator Ron Calderon from Montebello. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thanks for having me here, Steve.
So this legislation that you're moving would allow insurers to send email or electronic messages to consumers. Why is that so important, do you think?
Well, you know, obviously this day and age, we've more than crossed the digital divide, and we have a lot of people now that are doing all of their business, if not most of it, by email. The problem with regular mail, or as we call snail mail now, is that many times mail is looked at as junk mail, it's tossed away, and sometimes there's important documents in there. This is a way not only of saving paper, but a way of providing an opt-in opportunity for those that wish electronic, for example, renewals on their electronic renewals on their automobile insurance or workers' compensation insurance, house residential insurance, things like that. Will save on paper. It will provide a way to save the document and allow you know, the consumer to have access to it.
Now you're talking about, among other things, renewal notices.
Correct.
Right. You know, technology is nice, and we're in a, you know, we have crossed the digital divide, but technology isn't always reliable. And so what would happen if your spam blocker, for example, should halt a renewal notice, or if your inbox is full and you don't get the message, or if your server breaks down? If you don't get the message in time, you don't get to renew your insurance. So do you address that at all?
Yes, we do. We do in the bill. We actually provide more protection than is required nationally by UEDA and eSign, which is the Electronic Signatures and Global and National Commerce Act. But let's just look at this practically. When something is mailed to you, there's no one that guarantees that that mail is going to be read, and there's no way to guarantee that it reaches you. Once they put the mail in the box, the assumption is that the consumer or the intended recipient will receive it. So when you talk about hard documents and snail mail, right now there is no protection. There is no guarantee that you're going to get that and that you're going to read it. But what we've provided in the bill is a way for the insurer, once the consumer has opted in, the insurer will receive a ping back from the server indicating that either it has been sent or that there was a problem sending it. And in which case they can follow that up with a hard copy, or they can follow it up with another email transmission. However, statistically, most mail, 96% of mail that's mailed is received. For financial transmissions, financial emails, statistically, 93% of all financial emails are received. So when you take out 2% for spam, you're really talking about the same delivery rate as you have for regular mail.
We only have a few seconds left.
Yes.
I do want to touch very briefly on this other bill that you have, Senate Bill 30, that deals with forgiven mortgage debt, and you just don't want it to be taxable.
Correct. Well, right now the federal government does allow short sale tax relief without having to pay a tax. A short sale is considered income. It's considered income, and so that's taxable. And what the federal government has done, they've allowed it so that you're not having to pay tax on that. This is a federal tax conformity act for the state.
Well, we're out of time, but Senator,
Sure.
Thank you very much for coming by. Thanks to our viewers also for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. We'll see you next time.